Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report from Blairsville, Georgia. And so Mary's going to start with the weather and water, and then after we'll move on to some trail chatter. All right, Mary, go ahead and take it away, man.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it's 31 degrees with some fog. We have a frost advisory through 10 a.m. this morning. We're going to have a high today of 61 with a mix of clouds and sun. Frost is likely. And tonight, 41 degrees and cloudy. Light and variable winds throughout the day and night. On Blood Mountain today, there's a frost advisory through 10 a.m., and we're looking at a high of 52 with patchy frost between 8 and 9 a.m. It's going to be mostly sunny, and then tonight, 42 degrees, mostly cloudy. Winds will be 5 miles per hour today and tonight. It's the time of year to start thinking about keeping your water filters warm as you hike into the colder months. They will start to freeze if you don't keep them in a warm spot. Keep them warm at night, put them in your sleeping bag with you. During the day, keep them close to your body. We don't want to ruin those filters. All right, water's good for the most part on the trail. Make sure you're topping off at Hawk Mountain, and then make sure you have enough water before you climb Blood Mountain. Slaughter Creek, which is the last source before you climb going north, is dry. So top off before then. Also top off at Neil Gap. It's dry from Neil to Hog Pen. Hog Pen Gap does have water. And then you should be good the rest of the way. Caution up on Cow Rock, the overlook there after you hike 5 miles north out of Neil Gap. There is the group of boulders that always has that copperhead nest. Yes, we're getting into the colder weather, but just be cautious. They're always in there. All right, Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Kawohe Trail and Kawohe Observation Tower, which was formerly Klingman's Dome, they are temporarily closed. It is due to icy conditions, so there is no access to those areas at this time. Great Smoky Mountain National Park bear closures ongoing is Twin Creeks Trail, campsites 18, 19, 55, 56, 57, and 82. All shelters are open, and then the warnings are campsite 71 and Gatlinburg Trail, Cataract Falls Trail, and Cove Mountain Trail. So let's remember to leave no trace wherever we are. If we brought it in, let's bring it out and properly store our food and other items that have odor. All right, Donald, I'm turning it over to you now for some other things going on.
Sweet, dude. Thanks, man.
Excuse me, you're welcome.
All right. Good morning, guys. It is 11/1/2025. Happy day after Halloween. I hope everyone had a safe Halloween, man.
That's
and
right.
if people do not know what the 11 is, it's November, guys. All right,
Exciting.
right, dude. All right, let's start like this, man. All right, so in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, we have a rescue in Provincetown. Firefighters were called at about 12:15 p.m. Thursday for a report of a lost hiker in the Cape Cod National Seashore. A woman walking along the trail that leads to the dike apparently became disoriented. Firefighters used a UTV and located the woman, who was brought out of the woods and evaluated by EMTs. The victim declined transport to the hospital. No further information is available. All right, and so I want to move on to this right here. So we have several different things that have happened in New York. This is the Forest State of New York Ranger, kind of like their site where they report what happened over the weekend and stuff. So anyways, on the evening of October 20th, a 76-year-old hiker from Rochester got lost while hiking Esther Mountain, one of the Adirondack high peaks located near Lake Placid. The hiker contacted New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Forest Ranger and explained that they were cold, wet, and had only 7% charge left on their phone. The ranger started hiking in and advised the elderly voyager to continue moving to stay warm. At 8:25, the hiker called again, reported that part of the trail was being blocked by a tree. At 9:17 p.m., the ranger reached the hiker, provided warm clothes, some water, and other things to get the hiker back to normal or back to better health so they could hike out, man. And they hiked him down to the Marble Mountain Trailhead, to the Atmospheric Sciences Research Center trailhead just after midnight. So awesome.
That's right.
2 thumbs up for SARS and rescue. And getting the man out of the forest. And so then we have this is reports that were excerpted from the DEC. A group of four got separated while hiking Wolfjaw Mountain on the evening of October 21st. Two hikers made it back to the Adirondack Mountain Reserve, but their parents did not. At 9:35 p.m., a ranger located the 50 and 53-year-old from Delaware and escorted them to their children. Awesome. So a 71-year-old hunter from Norfolk became separated from his nephew on October 25th as the two were hunting private land in St. Lawrence County. Rangers joined New York State Police and Parrishville Fire Department in a search for the missing hunter and found him later that night. Let's see. Two hikers from Brooklyn got lost off a trail in Jensen's Ledges on October 26. A ranger spoke with the hikers and obtained coordinates, which he used to locate them and help them back to their vehicle. On October 25th, three hikers from Buffalo called for help on a trail between Seward and Donaldson Mountains because they were cold, wet, and did not have any dry layers with them. One hiker also had a bad leg cramp. Three rangers located the hikers and guided them back to their vehicles. Rangers suggest hiking with 10 hiking essentials, which we've discussed before, including moisture-wicking synthetic fabrics that keep your skin dry and help regulate your body temperature in both cold and warm weather. Avoid cotton clothing because it holds moisture, guys. So I wanted to read that, man, just to keep us all reminded that anyone can get hurt out here. So there was a dude, man, that got bit by a spider in Kalalau Trail in Hawaii. And so the Ka'i Fire Department responded to a call of a 57-year-old man on the Kalalau Trail on Wednesday. He reported not being able to hike because of a rapidly worsening infection from what could possibly be a spider bite. And so the crews from the Laihu fire station arrived on scene via helicopter and found the hiker, who was reportedly in visible distress. Rescuers airlifted the Ka'i resident, assessed him, and took him to a nearby hospital. The scene was cleared shortly after 11 a.m. So the dangers are everywhere, man, depending on where you're hiking, from spiders to snakes to bear to, mountain lion to wherever you are, man. But spider bites are definitely, man, I hate spiders, man. I really do not like them, man. And so I try to stay away from them. We have this house sprayed a couple times, well, more than a couple times, once a month.
Yep.
And so for that exact stuff, man, we don't have any bugs, hopefully. So, I mean, Anyway, so the inside, man, is bug free for the most part. We do live next to cow pastures and stuff. There's literally a cow pasture. I could spit out my back window and hit a cow probably. So, there's just things you can't avoid out here, man. We did have a spider right here one morning, man, like 4 a.m. She's like, "Is a spider in the kitchen?" It was a wolf spider, luckily, man. But definitely the Porkin man was called that day, and he was just here actually last week. So, but anyways, we didn't find the spider. It ran under the stove, and I'm sure it's dead now or gone. But no. No spiders. And so anyways, man, one time on the Florida Trail, Mary and I were down at Lake Mary. It's the Three Lakes. I can't remember the exact saying, but we're at a primitive campground right there, right, man? And I'm laying in the tent. I'm looking up, and man, there was a spider literally looking down at me right on the net. It was on the outside. So Mary and I got the spider off, man. I get back in the tent. I lay back down, and sure enough, guess what was there? Another spider. It was a big old spider too. It was a big old wolf spider, man, down there. It's crazy, man. Florida is not a place I like to hike, really. The Florida Trail, man, has those orb weavers that you see here, man. The what are they called? The Euro spiders, and there's another one down there. It's not that Euro spider. It's another banana spider orb weaver, man, where the back on it gets like this big rectangular abdomen. It's just huge.
It's a big spider.
It is, man. And they web up on the trails and shit. Well, they web up everywhere, but on the trails, man, they're like this big, man.
If you're down in South Florida, if you look up under everybody's the roof that
Fire
comes
line,
down,
yeah.
it's right there. You'll
Power
see
lines,
all
too.
of them there, yeah, and the power lines. And then there's the little crab spiders, which aren't so bad. They're probably only about
The
this
crab
big.
spiders
They're
are-
everywhere, but they're just crunchy.
Yeah,
So,
those
it's not-
aren't bad, man. It's not. It's those big ass orb weavers, man, that are scary. The wolf spiders. You don't really. I didn't really see any recluses out there. Scorpions, definitely, bro. Wild hog, man. I mean, I remember just seeing the silhouettes of.
Yeah.
Remember that hog,
I
man? I mean, there was hog everywhere, but there was this one hog, bro, and we're sitting there, man, and it comes galloping through, and it stood there, man. It was kind of like the sun was going down, man, and that hog's silhouette, dude. It was like literally probably like a pony.
It was a huge.
It was pony size, man. It was a big old
Absolutely.
hog, man,
Absolutely.
and it was a razorback.
Remember
too.
the digs they would do? Their little pig
Yeah,
digs,
they were
like
everywhere.
kitty-sized swimming pools. The little, they're just huge because they're
Yeah.
huge creatures.
Yeah, they're big down there,
Make it
man.
big, absolutely.
Yeah. And the coyotes, man, they're all around you, man. You can just hear them. It was just wild down there, man. Gators sleeping right across the canal from you, man. Literally, dude. It was wild.
Raccoons that didn't bother you because they didn't even know what human food was.
Right,
They were
right.
strolling by.
They're
and
not a
touch
city
anything.
coon, man. There's city coons there, man. But anyways, all right. So definitely spiders and stuff. Florida. You hear what we think about Florida, man. But anyways, dude.
Everything's out to get you.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I lived there for 6 years too long, man. So, all right, kids. So yesterday we had.
We had a double shuttle.
Oh yeah, we had a double shuttle,
we sure
Unicoi 2-springer, and then we came back here and did a bunch of work around here, man. We've been putting up blinds and fixing doors and knobs and putting up stuff, man, just to get the house ready for winter. Well, not just to get it ready for winter. We've been trying to move into this place for a minute. When we first moved in, we were in the process of doing other stuff, and so it took a minute, man. But we're really just getting the place set up now, and so we've been working on it, and before Jordan leaves, we're utilizing him.
That's right.
And because he's good at doing that stuff, man, so we can continue to do what we need to do. He can do that stuff, man, while it's slow, make some money doing that too. Why not, man? So and then it saves us on having to do it. So anyways, there's a lot of frustration involved in putting blinds up and shit, man. So and then going to the store and shopping, and we've been doing a lot. We've been buying rugs, and I mean everything, curtains, just everything, man. We're changing up stuff,
good.
man. A lot of the stuff that, like, when we first moved in, we had to buy curtains and stuff, so just to cover the windows up, man. So we got some stuff that was just for what do you call it? Temporary, man. And now we're kind of just like getting it together now, and getting it to where we want it to be. Man.
right.
So yesterday was full of that. Actually, the last week really has been full of doing that and shuttles. So anyways, today we have a Fontana to.
We have a double shuttle going out of Tellico Gap to Fontana.
Okay, sweet, man. And so Jordan and Mary will be taking off here soon, heading on up there and getting that done. And then that's about it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got stuff to put up here.
Right.
So and then Jordan's going to be leaving, I believe, tomorrow, right?
Yeah, he's got a couple shuttles tomorrow, and then he's taking off sometime when he's all done.
Sweet. All right, man. All right, guys, man. I hope everyone had a safe Halloween.
Yes, definitely.
So, yeah, definitely, dude. We're in bed early, man. So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to leave it at that, man. I hope everyone's having a good day, man. It's super beautiful up here. We will continue to report what we see, what we hear, and what we experience while we're up here, and make sure that we report it all back to you guys so you know what's up when you come here.
That's right.
Did you have anything else you'd like to say, Miss?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Sweet, man. All right, guys. One love, kids. Peace.